Looking for a good and affordable school for your child? Look no further. Mandela Senior Secondary School Hoima is the answer. It is a boarding mixed senior secondary school offering arts and sciences. We have good science and computer laboratories, a fully stocked library, and registered with the Ministry of Education and Sports with a center number at an affordable fee structure for every parent. To register your child with Mandela SS in Hoima, call 0772 411 921 or 0771 850 217. Mandela SS Hoima, caring to achieve.
Muni University Innovations Hub in Arua City has supported the development of a NIM truck, a web and mobile-based solution utilizing GPS technology to combat animal theft in northern Uganda's rural areas.
We have many times heard the cry of the community of they're losing their animals. We have lost several animals, over 2,000 animals in 1 year. So we have developed a web-based system which will be able to track the loss of the animals, and this system is going to be able to locate where these animals have so far gone.
A dedicated team of 6 Muni students is behind this initiative, aiming to employ more youth and engage them in ICT skills development, thereby enhancing regional security.
Right now, we have like a basement of 46 startups that have successfully launched their businesses into the market, and they're getting money and solving the community problems and also creating employment opportunities for the youth and the communities for transforming livelihoods.
We're looking at students who are doing ICT in a way that we'll have technical people managing the system. Then we need agriculturists who will help train our farmers, who will give us information. And this all will go in creating jobs for the farmers, for the youth. So we see many job sectors coming in for the people who have done agriculture, for those who are in ICT, even for our farmers there.
So Muni University is able to give us 10 million to start this project. And we've already moved far, and we're about to finish the project. And we're sure the theft cases in the country, starting from West Nile, are going to be reduced. So we really appreciate the government of Uganda for setting up that innovation center, and we are looking at bigger in terms of expanding this. Not only the animals, we want also this to track our equipment, like computers, even the vehicles. We also want this system to be able to track the movement of vehicles.
When you are accessing the system, you need to have a login details, which is paramount for someone to get into the access. So we also have the instant notifications once an animal gets out of the range that is being demarcated. So because of that, the security of an animal is always at that track, and it's notified timely.
We believe that once we work like this in collaboration, we always have great achievements for our country, Uganda.
This innovation is aligned with the NDP3's digital transformation strategy to use ICT for improving livelihoods and safety in rural communities. Christine, a final year information systems student at Muni University in Arua City, has acquired substantial skills and inspiration through the Django sessions.
One of the important things we learned from this business incubation center, which is one of the hub in West Nile, is the Django Girl session, which was organized by the Business Incubation Center, which was conducted here. I was able to learn Django into detail. Django is one of the framework of Python. It is a very powerful one, which has very many libraries which can help individuals to develop systems and apps in a variety of fields like education, health sector, and all others.
These sessions have provided her with a solid foundation in programming and other essential ICT skills.
Funding came for equipment, came for training, and for other sources, which are really being used by the students, the staff, and also the communities around. So the community is very grateful to the ministry and also to the government of Uganda
It was from here that I developed more interest on programming. Previously, I used to fear programming so much, but with the foundation being given to me by the event which they organized, which was more hands-on and very practical, I was able to learn programming into details, whereby in future even I'm going to pursue masters in AI just because of foundation which was laid to me by this Business Incubation Center, which organized for us the Jungle Girls Session.
I have seen an example of girls who have changed their mindset on IT in refugee camps, because we have also trained people or young people in refugee camps, teaching them the basic digital skilling, and literacy. And as students says, when I was in my Essex back, I didn't even know. I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I eventually appreciated IT. Now I'm going to do IT. Another one says, I didn't even know what IT is about. Now I am going to do IT, because you meet various groups of people in these spaces.
I really love to thank so much the government of Uganda and the Ministry of ICT so much for having brought for us this innovation center in West Nile. Because if it was not because of this innovation center, I don't think I would be in this world of IT. Up to now, I would be fearing like programming, and yet it is an interesting field. Since the world is becoming digital, I see myself going to contribute so much into the development of this country. With the knowledge I learned from the incubation center, I'm so much sure I'll be in position to solve the problems of this country, which is related to IT, maybe by developing the system, which I can do by the use of the Django, being a powerful framework of Python. Thank you.
The initiative is part of government efforts under the NDP3 Digital Transformation Program aimed at equipping youth with 21st century skills to enhance employability and innovation. Tademoa and Natkunda Ivan, after acquiring skills at the Kabale University ICT Hub, are developing a mobile application to connect farmers directly to markets.
A mobile application connecting farmers directly with buyers in Kigezi region.
It's a problem that we identified, and we need to go in the field and we get the real data that is within the field.
Fortunately, we've been having different sessions here in the hub. We have been able to use the desktops here for some research about how are we going to come up with this application.
Additionally, Patience and Sandra are working on a web application for profiling and mapping Irish potato farmers, enabling them to upload information on seed varieties.
It will be a web application that will be integrating OpenStreetMapping, and it will have a database which will help the farmers, the Irish potato seed farmers, to put their information on the seed varieties they grow, the land, their land sizes, and there will also be a messaging feature that will help them communicate, get recommendations, the challenges they face, also to get the solutions.
I'm Nachiganda Sandra. I'm doing a bachelor's of information technology, 3.2. So I'm working with the Innovation Hub. Actually, it's helping us, giving us a space to come here and do our thorough research through the desktops plus the internet connection, which is ever available here.
The hub started through the Ministry of ICT, which has a program to make accessible ICT facilities to the communities of Uganda. And because we got aware of this very important facility, we applied in 2020 as Kabale University to the ministry so that it could help, so that the hub is stationed at Kabale University. And I'm very happy to say that this was actually accepted. In 2022, we signed an MOU, and now we have this regional hub at this university.
We need to have facilities where innovators go, access internet, access computers, also access support or get peer support from other innovators, but also get motivation and knowledge and training or mentorship from experts.
We would like to work with the local farmers, the agriculture extensions, to give recommendations to the local farmers in case of any challenges, and also give training.
These innovations promote digital agriculture transformation, a key strategic objective in the NDP3 agro-industrialization program. The School of Health Sciences at Soroti University has embarked on an innovative project that integrates technology with health sciences to address the critical issue of data tracking.
A lot of the people within the country suffer from a lot of chronic diseases. About 70% of the deaths that are there are from chronic diseases. However, the challenge is data management and data storage is really, and data tracking is really complicated. So about a couple of months ago, we sat down and tried to come up with something that allows us to follow our patients from one point to another. Even if you left Soroti and went to Iganga, the US, we would have a system that is hosted online that can allow your data to be accessed from there, and you can be provided treatment.
The doctor is able to search for a patient's information if the patient is already in our system, but if the patient is not in the system, we put this patient in the system in the very first place. And then over time, every time they see a doctor at this hospital or the other hospital they go to, we are regularly keeping track of this information. And this actually is able to help the patient themselves, one, understand what is actually going on with them, and also once we give them treatment, that the treatment actually going to work for them and actually help them to get better. So it's not limited to one hospital, not limited to one doctor, but rather this information for a patient can actually be accessed all across the country. And we're seeing that this is actually relevant. For example, right now we're having a problem of like Ebola, and we do not know where this patient is actually going, if they're actually being seen by doctors, and whether they're actually getting treated, and what actual diagnosis of problems they do have.
This platform not only improves healthcare delivery, but also creates employment opportunities and generates income for both the innovators and the university through user subscriptions.
We have recruited 2 staff members, one the marketing manager, and one the one who runs the daily operations. Now those are in our employment payroll. We have been able, with the Ministry of ICT, to have training programs here. 2 of them are, one, the training of these regional leaders in e-records management. The courses were done here. 2, the training of staff of the university in entrepreneurship.
Data is key for everything today. And for a patient to be able to use this, they're going to have to subscribe. Yes? So from that, we're going to give a percentage of whatever they're subscribing to the university to start with. Secondly, this platform brings many doctors together. It allows for doctors to integrate, share information amongst themselves about consultation and whatnot, and that is not free. Yes? So instead of a doctor having to travel from Kampala to here to see a patient, we have this platform for them, which means that if they can interact on that platform, we find from the outsourcing of the software, we're going to be able to give them a cutoff of our proceeds for the consultation, because we all know that there is nowhere where consultation with a doctor is free.
Change management and the change management of the process of the system is not done by one person. So we have created a number of jobs with these systems that have been developed. And we have jobs that are both direct jobs to these innovations and indirect jobs.
What we're looking at is, 1, the university, 2, the doctors, and then 3, the people that we're going to have in the different labs who are going to be reached out for the services. Because we shall have labs in different regions up to the position of the counties, yes? So that we actually have standardized lab reports that are going to help inform decisions.
Maybe one thing that we need to clarify is, why are these hubs at universities, not anywhere else? The reason why we are doing that is that universities can help sustain these hubs, can help take care of them, but they are hubs for the community, not for the university students alone.
We accepted that the hub we established in this region, being a public university within the region, So the justification was at least in a public university.
These efforts are in line with Uganda's National Development Plan 3 and the NRM government manifesto, which prioritize digital transformation, especially in health and education, as key pillars for socio-economic growth.
You are watching the Lens program. Stay tuned.
Are you a parent or guardian looking for a good and affordable school for your child? Look no further. Mandela Senior Secondary School Hoima is the answer. It is a boarding mixed senior secondary school offering arts and sciences. We have good science and computer laboratories, a fully stocked library, and registered with the Ministry of Education and Sports with the center number at an affordable fee structure for every parent. To register your child with Mandela SS in Hoima, call 0772 411 921 or 0771 850 217. Mandela SS Hoima, caring to achieve.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Lens program.
Chirunji Doreen, a dynamic young woman, is making strides with her application, the immersive homestays.
The tourists are able to understand, to see and understand our culture, and also looking forward to creating different online platforms such as Twitter. However, we already have the Instagram platform where what we do can be seen, or where the interaction goes on, and looking forward to see and still connect tourism and ICT together.
I'm grateful to the Ministry of ICT for the Regional ICT Innovation Hub, which is helping our community. So there are different beneficiaries who have benefited, and they have very many testimonies.
What informed the ministry supporting innovation hubs in Uganda is motivated by the fact that Uganda has one of the youngest populations in the world. Today, Uganda has a population of about 45 million people, and among these people, over 70% of the people are below the age of 30 years old, and we have an average age of 16 years old. And people in communities where they are faced with a number of challenges, and we know that the young people in these communities can come up with solutions that can support or solve the problems that these communities are facing, especially as we are moving in this digital era where people need to use technology or to leverage on digital solutions to be able to solve the challenges in their communities.
These immersive homestays, we do not visit one specific home. We do visit different homes. So, and these homes, they do benefit, or they get 50% from what has been paid. It helps, it creates that sustainability in the community. And each client is charged $20 per day. That is if someone is just going to have a day experience. And there are those who also prefer to sleep over. So those who do prefer to sleep over or have a night over at a local person's home, then those ones are always charged $140. There is going to be several groups of people who will be helping or who will be employed and be able to earn a living. For example, when I'm in Kabale, someone can be in Mohanga, because those people will be also working as guides, and we also have those people to interpret. Those will also be employed to help interpret to different homes, because not all the community members do know English. Immersive homestays. Visit once, belong forever. Thank you.
High innovation fits within the NDP3's goal of using ICT to promote culture tourism and create jobs through digital entrepreneurship. Wafula, a master's student at Kabale University and a digital skilling beneficiary, extends her gratitude to the Ministry of ICT for imparting ICT skills through regional hubs.
I'm called Wafula Belvin. I'm a student at Kabale University doing Masters of Information Technology. I'm a digital skilling beneficiary here at Kabale. Let me extend my sincere appreciation to the Regional ICT Innovation Hub here at Kabale, and also the Ministry of ICT. They have done a great job to us, the young people, the young innovators, and they are still impacting the society and the region at large.
She has gained expertise in intellectual property protection, a crucial discipline supporting innovators in safeguarding their creations.
The ICT hub really has a bright future. In any case, we can't do without ICT, we can't do without digitalization, and we are embracing it as a university, and thank you very much, the ministry.
Today you can conceive your idea, spend a lot of time on it, and if you don't go to register your intellectual property, somebody might easily steal your idea. So we are encouraging, part of the process of supporting our innovators is to educate them about the benefits of registering their intellectual property.
When we talk about the intellectual property, we are just talking about the creation of mind, the ideas. This basically goes to innovators. Come up with an innovator, then you find someone else using your idea somewhere else. How can you protect it? Basically, we have what we call the copyright. Copyright, this is whereby an innovator has to protect their idea. Maybe if you have published a book, maybe some people, I'm seeing some people, they are coming up with software. You have to copyright it, to protect it, to make sure that your software is not stolen, your idea or maybe any book is not cheated, so that you can benefit financially. We have also the trademark, can also help them to make sure that their items or their products, also there is a way they are protecting it and they're getting an agreement, they're protected by the government.
The Ministry of ICT has been working in collaboration with the Uganda Registration Services Bureau to be able to develop the National Intellectual Property Policy of 2019. We have the Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act 2016. We have the Trademark Act 2010 and the Industry Property Act. All these are legal frameworks or guidelines that are supposed to help the young people protect themselves and protect their products.
And I wish to be a great innovator in the future, and I will make sure that I follow the intellectual property.
Her journey embodies the NDP3 focus on building an ICT-driven knowledge economy that protects and supports local innovations.
My name is Chomhendo Miriam, a student of Moon University, pursuing Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence.
A final year student at Moon University in Arua City has acquired substantial skills and inspiration through the Django sessions at the University Incubation Hub, courtesy of the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance.
Last year, around May 4th, we organized the Django Girls event, which was hosted at the Business Incubation Center, Moon University. This hub provided us with the space. Without the space, it wouldn't have been successful. They provided us with the space to host the event. Django Girls is about digital skilling, Python framework called Django. It is a global initiative from the Django Foundation, Django Girls Foundation. So we are hosting our first event in West Nile region, which took place here, and that was last year on 4th May.
We have so far trained up to 2,500 people across the entire West Nile. And all this we do in Arua City, in the districts of Koboko, Yumbe, Jumani, Moyo, Nebi, Pakwach. So we believe in harboring the whole of West Nile. Since the government has instituted this hub for West Nile, we have to take...
In terms of setting up, because we need to have facility,